Hey, everybody, it's KickAss Kylie, and really excited for our Team Connect call today and live Q&A. So what we're going to run through today is how to navigate your back office, because, you know, it can be quite a beast and can be quite overwhelming if you haven't been in there. And I know there's a few of you who are like really timid and really scared to have a play. Don't worry, I promise you can't break it. And then there's others that are just smashing the chat with lots of questions because they don't know where to find things. So today is about demystifying the back office and to hopefully shed some light, and let's see if we can make it lots of fun. So feel free to share your best jokes in the chat. No. Now I've logged into our test account here. So Kiara, I'm just going to make sure, can you see my screen, hun? Just give me a thumbs up. Would be great. Yeah, beautiful, amazing. Hello, champion. Alrighty. So I've already logged in. So you'll have your home page that looks like this. And so it'll be dreamtripsintl.com/ and then your username. So obviously mine's KickAss Kylie, and this is your website. Now, normally, you know, you can go here, you can, access, you can sign up. But right now with our $1 link, you need to give someone your special promo code. So you need to click login. And then when you do, you'll be prompted to put in your username and password. Now, because I'm already logged in on the other screen, it's just going to automatically log me in again. So that's okay. So let's start from the top left and we'll work our way down. So first and foremost, we're on our home screen right now. Now, up the top, you've got your banners. Now, basically, DreamTrips Corporate, they will populate the top with anything that's current. So in this case, we've got our rapid funnel training and you've got the details of that there. Now, these will automatically scroll or you can click through. So this is how you book your Discover Dream Trips. So from here, you click this link, and remember, Discover Trips are not in with the rest of the Dream Trips because they're for reps only. They're just for IBOs. So these are our Discover Dream Trips that are currently available. I know there's a couple more that are about to be added. And we have been able to get a couple of extra rooms on our Fraser trip. So if you would like to join us in Fraser, that would be amazing. I'll also be on the Dubai trip, on the QE2 trip as well, which I'm really excited about. So let's go back to here. So we've looked at the Discover banner. And then you've also got our weekly Global Connect call with Mark and Tammy Smith, our owners, and Mark's our CEO, and you've got the details there for those as well. So essentially, that is your banners. Now, on the left-hand side here, if we go down the menu, actually, no, let me take you through the rest of the home office. So you've got your rank information. I'm not going to spend too much time on that in this call, but this essentially is like your dashboard. You've got all your links to social media. Now, this is where you can connect up your e-wallet so that you can get paid. Now, of course, there's no commissions on $1 memberships, unfortunately. I don't know how they do commission on $1 when they're already giving you 500. But once the residual income kicks in next month, this is where you'll click to be able to activate that. You've also got here, get for, pay no more. So this is a detailed report of who you have in your personals. Now, we also have a calendar. This is driven by corporate. So any events that corporate are running, if we click the link there, you'll see they're all in here. So our weekly, now these of course is in the Central Time, USA. But if you click that, you'll see there it's got all the details on the Zoom. So that is there all the time. So I'm just going to go back to my home here. And guys, the best thing to do is jump on and click things. Check it out. Now, you'll also have your little tiles here. This is your business dashboard or your snapshot. And on here in yours, you'll be able to see your volume, your carryover volume, how many enrollments you've got new for this week, left and right, all that kind of stuff. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on the individual, what it all means at this point. I just want to show you what's there. Now, in here is your order history. This is every time someone makes a payment through your team. So all of your new memberships that are signing up, you'll be able to see here all of your $1 signups. Now, this is really important as well. So you have two teams. You have a left team and a right team. So this is how you can change sides. So if you've already got two people on your right team and you now want to switch to have two people on your left team, you're literally just going to click that. And you can see there it says placement preferences updated. Like it's literally that simple. But the most important thing right now is this little tile here, which is your marketing site. So the top one is your website. So that's going to give you your website that looks like this. The other two links are your two links to sign someone up for $1. Now, the top one you can see is an IBO Plus member. So that's if someone's joining with the business and the membership. So to get that link, you're going to click on that little share button, copy the link, and now it's copied and you can paste that into a message or however it is that you're communicating with your new person that's ready to get started. And if they're a member only, same thing, click this one, copy link, and now you can paste that into the message to the person who's ready to get started as a member. So guys, that's a really quick overview of your dashboard, your homepage. You've also got a support request ticket here, but you can see here in the bottom left-hand corner, you've also got your live chat right here. So you can literally start typing in a message in here. I usually start with, hi, this is Kylie, how are you today? And they are very, very helpful. Oops, now I'm just going to mute everybody out, guys. I can just hear a bunch of noise in the background. There we go. Okay, so that is your home page. Now, if we go back to our menus on the left here, the second one is how to access your travel portal. So from here, you're not going to have the bottom two because this is a leader's beta testing account, but you'll have this one. Click here to access your DreamTrips Travel Portal. So when we open that one up, that's going to take you through to your dreamtrips.com site. So this is your member site where you can see DreamTrips and where you can access your member benefits. Now, if you have a look here, it says login for price. So I'm not actually logged into this site yet, even though I've clicked through from my back office. So to log in, up the top hand corner here, you want to click on your little icon. That'll be your photo if you've uploaded a photo. Once again, I'm just going to log into my test account, press log in, and you'll see immediately that this changes. So now instead of saying join us, it says member benefits. And now down here, I can actually see the pricing on those dream trips. So member benefits, if we click on that, this is how we access our concierge. And this is also how we book our VIP airport lounge passes. So you've got that in here. Now, I'm just going to go back to our DreamTrips site. And if you click on hotels, that's then going to take you through to your online travel portal. So you actually have three websites. You have a back office website, which is for your business. You have a DreamTrips website, which is to access DreamTrips and your member benefits like your concierge and booking your VIP airport lounge passes. And then you have your online travel portal, which is where you can book your hotels, flights, car hire, condos, and cruises. And this is where your 500 US in loyalty credits is going to live. So this will have the balance. You can see here, I've got this set to Australian. So that's got my balance there. Okay, so let's go back to our back office. All right, just log in again. I'm sure one of those screens is my back office. Oh my goodness, we've got Chris Cummins on the line and I know he's on a cruise. Okay, so we've looked at home, we've looked at travel portal. So we're going to go down to the next one, which is business. So business, you've got a team dashboard. Now, this is where you can literally look up any of your team. So you'd go in here, you can see the people I've searched today. You can type in someone in your team, and then this is basically going to give you all of the details for your team. So if you've got a new person that's just gotten started, they don't have their ID, they didn't record their website, they can't find any of the information, you're going to go to business team dashboard, type their name up here, and then you'll have their ID number, which you can then literally copy and paste and send them. And then you're also going to have their memberships marketing sites as well. So you can give them their website and they're two $1 sign up links. So that's really handy. You've also got their snapshot, so you can also see their rank information. So as you're starting to build a team, this is really powerful that you've got that information, especially if you want to, motivate them. If they've just signed up 3 people, they're one off getting their 4, then, you can be looking at this information and then reach out to support them. The next one is our visual tree. So with our visual tree, you've got 2 different options here. So you've got your binary tree. So this is where you have your team has underneath you, you've got 2 spots, a left and a right. Now, one of your teams, you'll be building with your upline leader or your sponsor. So that's your team leg. They're going to help you because it's the same team as your upline leader. Then you're going to have your inside leg, or we call it your pay leg, that you're going to build on your own. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on that right now, but get in there and have a look, click on people. And if you'll be able to then go through and see the information like what was on that team profile. This is a test account, so you obviously don't see as much info. Now, if you do see someone like that and it says restricted, what that means is that's someone that someone else has placed in your team. So when you join, you lock in the very next spot on our team, which is fantastic. And then as the team grows, there'll be people getting placed underneath you. And as you start building your team out, you will actually earn off of those people as well. So that's a term that we call spillover. So it's people that are in your team that someone else has put in there. But if you sponsor someone, so in my case, I've sponsored Chris, and let's just say Chris has sponsored Kiara, and Kiara sponsored Jeff, and Jeff sponsored Kerry, then you will see all of those people because they're in your line of lineage. So what that means is that someone through your team has introduced them, even if they're not your personal person. So anyone that's within your lineage or enrollment tree, you'll see their names. Anyone that's spillover that someone else has put in, they will say restricted. So then you also have your matrix. And guys, this is the thing that you want to get excited about. So this is where you're earning between $4 and $8 per person. And this is a company matrix. Now, unfortunately, in this test account, there's no one in this person's matrix. So that's very sad. It should have a little sad face on there. But when you log into this, when you joined, you locked in the very next best spot in the company matrix. So underneath you will be 3 spots in tier 1. Underneath each of those 3 spots, they all have 3 spots, and that's your tier 2. So you've got 3 in tier 1, times that by 3, you've got 9 in tier 2, times that by 3, you've got 27, and so forth. Each row times by 3. And on all of those people, as your matrix starts to fill in, you'll earn between $4 and $8 US per person, but you need to unlock those levels. So once you've introduced one person, doesn't matter if they're left or right, you unlock level 1. Once you've introduced 2 people, now you need 1 on your left, 1 on your right, you've unlocked 2 levels. 3, you put in your 3rd person, you've unlocked your 3rd level. To unlock the 4th level, you need 2 left, 2 right. And then after that, you need volume requirement. Again, I'm not going to go into that detail now on this call, but I want you to jump in there. I want you to have a look at that. And again, there's going to be a whole heap of people that are going to have restricted underneath you. Again, that's someone that the computer, the company has automatically placed underneath you based on your timing and placement. And right now, with literally thousands of people getting started, that's really exciting. Okay, so we've looked at team dashboard, visual tree. The next one is our report center. And there's a whole heap of reports in here. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time in there, but the one thing that I look at nearly every single day, actually probably several times a day at the moment, is enrollments current month. Now, this is really important that you check this because you want to be able to reach out to your new people and welcome them and congratulate them and make sure that they're getting started properly. And again, these are your enrollments through your enrollment tree. So people that you personally enrolled or people that they've enrolled and so forth. So they're all part of your paid team, if that makes sense. Now, again, have a play in here. You know, you can't break it. Run some reports. Obviously, if you've not yet signed anyone, there's not going to be anyone there, but have a play. You can't break it. And then you've also got your volume history. So this is really good. You can actually run reports through specific dates. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this at the moment, but it's there. When someone in my team, in the previous company before COVID used to, ask me questions. How does this work? How does that work? And, they might have only put in one person, but they're asking a question about when there's 100 people in their team. And I used to say, well, go show more people. When you've shown enough people and you've joined up enough people, you're going to get paid that bonus. So just keep sharing it with people and learn as you go. Sometimes I even get payments. I go, oh, what was that for? I don't even know what that commission payment was. So welcome back is also where you can access those links, which I showed you on the homepage. So they're your $2 links. For those of you who are brand new and you're thinking, why on earth is it saying welcome back? When we first launched this promo, it was actually a welcome back promo for former members who'd left through the old company to invite them back. And of course, then after a week, they opened it up to absolutely everybody. So that's why it says welcome back, if you were wondering that. Okay, commissions. This is an exciting one because, hey, who joined the business to get paid? I know I certainly did. Now, again, right now on the $1 promo, there are no commissions. So there's not going to be much in there. But this is where you can look up what your commissions history is, how much you're getting paid, and it's also how you can click through to your e-wallet or iPayout portal. There are two different payment methods that you can choose. In Australia, we actually all go with the e-wallet, but again, once we get closer to the end of month and we want to get you all ready, the matrix run, the payments are calculated for the month, and they're paid on the 15th. So by the 15th of June, you want to have it all set up because that's when you're going to get paid. Okay, the next thing on here is your badges. Now, these are fantastic. So click here to create your badges. Now, we've been a little bit slack with these in our team, and it's why I want to share this with you because it's really important. Like the company's put this together as a resource to support us to be able to grow our business. So you can see here I'm on the home page. We have some welcome badges. Now, in our welcome badges, I've just got started. You can pop a photo into that, and then you can share it on your social media with your big announcement post. Now, it's really, really easy to create your badges. So if I click on back onto welcome badges, and literally if I just click here, create your welcome badge, and it tells you what to do. Enter your name here, click add image. So name, you can see I've done this a couple of times before. Click to add the image. So I'm just going to click on that little tile, Dropbox. Where are my little Kylie images? And let's just use this one and open. Alrighty, so now I have my image. I'm going to click this little green arrow and it saved it. So now I'm going to click generate and look at that. I've now got a beautiful little badge. It's all branded. I can click download image and now I can share that on my social media to say, I just did a thing. I joined a travel club. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And then, this is why I joined. This is what I'm excited about. This is where I want to go on for my first trip. Oh my goodness, I can't believe the incredible savings. If you'd like some more info, hit me up or something like that. Now, there are some other badges that a whole bunch of you are going to have to do. So let's just go back here. So I'm in is another one that's really cool. So if you would prefer to do an I'm in badge rather than a welcome badge, you can do that as well. Oops, I'm just going to go back here. Now, we also have rank recognition badges. and we have DreamTrips badges. So rank recognition, as soon as you are Traveler 1, we want you to share your Traveler 1 badge. That's as soon as you've enrolled your first person. Now, remember, in our back office, if we just go back to home, it's going to tell you what rank you are. So we'll just pop down the bottom here. There we go. So this particular account is at Traveler 1. You can also click on your little picture up here and go My Profile. And this one says no rank. But typically, that's where you're going to find your rank. So you're going to go in here. And then what I would love everybody to do as their homework for this call is create your badges. So let's just say that you've already enrolled 3 people. I want you to create your Traveler 1, your Traveler 2, and your Traveler 3 badge. And I want you to create a group chat, if you're not already in one, with your sponsor and your upline leader so that we can then recognize you in our Facebook group. And as you can see, those badges go all the way up through the ranks to Emerald. Higher than that, the company like to do that for you. Now, we also have the Get 4 badge. So once you have referred your 4, you can create a Get 4 Pay No More badge. And that's amazing to be able to share on your social media as well, that, hey, my membership is free. And then again, that's going to spark some curiosity and people are going to ask you about that. Now, the other one that we love is our DreamTrips badge. So again, if you're booked to go on a dream trip, so to all of you who are coming to Fraser Island, oh my goodness, there's so many of these badges. Let me find, here we go. I'm coming to Australia. So you can click that badge. Now, it would be weird for me to say I'm coming to Australia, but we can do a post saying that you're coming to Fraser Island. So again, all of those are there. They're beautiful. They've got beautiful graphics. They're fully branded, and they're there from our marketing team to help support you to be able to share your recognition of your team members, but also to be able to share on social media. So guys, they are our badges. Now, our little support chat here, I'm just going to close that. You can always click on the icon and it'll come back. All right. Next one is tools. We have had lots and lots of questions on where do I find my terms and conditions? How can I download the presentation slides? All of those type of things are in tools. Now, again, this is going to take you to that calendar, but documents and media is what we want to look at. So inside of here, you've got all of your marketing assets at the top. So there's flyers, comp plan info, the overview, that's a PDF version. You've also got here your PowerPoints and keynotes. So this is the actual company presentation that we share. It's the actual presentation that we also have that the global leaders run as well. So you've got access to those. Now, I will say when you download the presentations, it's going to ask you for a password. Obviously, you're not going to have the password because it's just for the corporate team and the global leaders. So basically, when you download it, you just want to open it up as read only. Now, even though it's read only, you can hide slides. You just can't edit slides. Now, that's really important because corporate have had those slides reviewed by our legal team. So everything that we share has to be compliant. So you can't change slides, but that's what it's there for. So you can access those if you're wanting to do your own presentations. Then you've also got all of your resources in other languages. So we've got Chinese, Africa, there's some business for home articles. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here, and your 90-day core commitment tracker. So you would have heard Mark talking about that yesterday. That's where you can access that, and some Polish resources. Now, the next little tab here, we've got videos. So you can click all, and that's all of our videos. You've also got Spanish and marketing videos. IBO documents. So in here, you've got your terms and conditions, policies and procedures. Now, in each region, they do slightly vary due to the local laws and legislation in that region or country. So you can see there, we've got different policies and procedures compared to the Europe, Asia, and the US policies and procedures. Next one is training. So in here at the moment, we've got a comp plan training with Mark Smith. And then the last one, I know this has probably been the biggest question that we've had, is where do we find all the terms and conditions on our memberships? Well, they're all in here. So you've got membership levels at all levels, each of the individual levels. You've got your manual there, all of those new member loyalty program documents, your refer for, pay no more, everything is right there. So you can literally click it, you can either view it or you can download it. Whoa, okay, let's shake that off. That's like the heaviest part of the night. We've covered all of that. Now, this is a really important button, upgrade or change my membership. This is the button. If you want to upgrade, downgrade, cancel, you want to click in here. So upgrade, change my membership. I'm going to click on that. We haven't got an auto ship. That's the button that you press in a real membership. You can also in here see your order history. So that way you can see when your payments have come out. Now, guys, this is really important. I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen for just a moment. Retention. So right now I've just run through the matrix and you all know about the loyalty program. So what happens is when you're an active member, you've locked in the next best spot on the team. You've also locked in the next best spot in the matrix. And the company and the team are going to be automatically filling those in around you, whether you do anything or not. You're going to profit from those. Now, obviously, we need to help you get your 4 to unlock the matrix. But once you've got your 4, the great news is, even if you don't recruit anyone else in your life and you've just got 4 people, you're going to unlock those 4 top levels of the matrix and you'll earn between $4 and $8 off every single person in that. So remember, at each level, let me just grab my little calculator. So we've got 3. So remember, it's a 3 by 10 matrix. So we've got 3 at the top, times 3 is 9 in the second level, times 3 is 27 in the third level, times 3 is 81 in the fourth level. Now, if you've referred 4 people, how many of you referred? Trick question, 4. But by putting 4 people in, 2 left, 2 right, you get paid on 4 levels as that fills up, which is 81 people in level 4, plus 27 people in level 3, plus 9 people in level 2, plus 3 people in the top level. So you put in 4, but you have the potential to earn off 120 people. Now, worst case scenario, if they were all standards, let's times that by 4. That's 480 US per month. That doesn't suck, right? Like, what would an extra 4? And right now that's about 1.5. So if you times that by 1.5, that would be around 720 Aussie a month passive income. Who likes the sound of that? Like, that's pretty damn cool, right? And all you got to do is put 4 in. Like, you could actually pay for 4 people's memberships and you're going to probably be in front. But there's something that's really important. If your payment fails and they can't collect the payment off your card, they basically give you 2 months to collect the fees. If you fail and they haven't been able to collect your fees after 60 days, your spot is cancelled. You're out of the matrix, you're out of the binary, you lose your member loyalty credit, and you lose wherever you're at with your cruise. Because remember, once you're a member for 6 months, you get a free cruise. Yes, you will absolutely get reminders from corporate office. And as in our back office, we'll also see that your payments failed. So obviously we would be reaching out to you if you've got a great upline leader, because obviously we don't want you to lose that. But guys, what I want you to do is in that back office, and this is why this is so important and why we're stressing this to you, I want you to go in here. I want you to click on your order history, and I want you to know what day of the month your payments come out. So put a reminder in your phone, in your calendar, something, so that you know that every day on whatever month it is until you've referred your 4, that's when that payment is due. Everybody's going to pay their payment in their first month. So that's your first homework was your badges. Second thing, go and have a look at the date that you signed up. If you signed up on the 16th, then your payment is going to come out on the 16th of each month. It literally is just a monthly subscription. And now, even once you've referred your 4 and everyone's paid their fees, remember the $1 doesn't count. So until someone's paid their first month fees, they're just a trial member. Once they've paid their actual fees, so you've had 4 customers who've paid their fees, your membership is now free, but you still have your IBO, your $30 US a month is still going to be charged each month. But you need to make sure that you pay that, because after 2 months, if they haven't been able to collect those fees, then everything cancels. So then you need to wait for 6 months. Then you can rejoin, but you got to start again at the bottom of the matrix, the bottom of the binary. You start again with your 6 months for your cruise, and you start again with your loyalty credit. So it's really, really important that you explain this and you have your team watch this recording and this training. Okay, you've got frequently asked questions here. I'm pretty sure that actually, there we go. So there's a whole bunch of questions in there for you as well. Whoops, hang on. I'm just going to go back. And lastly, down the bottom, you've got settings. Now you can get to settings here. You can also get to settings by clicking here and going to settings. So they both go to the same place. Personally, I usually just use this one up here, but this one you can see what the different areas are in your menu. When you click it up here, you'll have your menu bar come across the top. So you've got your account info here, which of course you can update. This is where you can pop a little photo in here. I've seen a couple of you put some little bios in there, which is fantastic, in the About You. So then marketing site, this is not that you would want to do this, but this is where you can change your username. So let's just say, like mine's KickAss Kylie. If the website's taken, you can't use it. But if you've been sharing your links publicly, never change it, because once you change it, that link is broken, and someone else could literally set up the same username, and then anyone that clicks through that link is going to sign up to them. So unless if you've never shared your link publicly, you can go in and change it, but really just be mindful that once you've changed it, then the old link is broken and it will never work. You've also got communication in here as well, and then you've got your billing information. So this is how you can add a card, and you can also review your billing history. So that's your settings. Like I said, I usually just go into it from here, and that's also, you can change your left and right there, and you can also click your profile from here. And if you want to view their site in another language, you can also change that. I'm not going to do that, or I'll never be able to change it back. You've also got a new chat here, so you can type a message. Personally, I like to just click on the support down the bottom, but that's another way. And this little button, whoops, hang on, now I've got to close it. No. And now I'm stuck. It's frozen. There we go. Okay, whoops-a-daisy. See, you don't have to be really tech savvy with this, guys. Alrighty. Is everyone getting some value? You all learning things? Like I said, you can't break it. So this little bell with the red number, this should be the most favorite thing in your entire back office. So get excited, do a little happy dance, because this little button goes off every time someone joins your organization. Woohoo! It also goes off every time someone in your organization does a rank advance. So as you can see, there's all different notifications. It'll default to all. You can click on team, you can click on community, you can click on rank. Now, obviously in this dummy account, you know, it's not live, but that's where you see all of that information. So yesterday, for end of month, this little thing for me was just going bing, 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 bing. It just made me so excited and so proud of all of you. Oh, how was that? We all survived. We all got through. So that is our back office training. You now know how to navigate your back office. Jump in and play with it. That's the best thing that you can do. And if you have questions, make sure that you go back to your upline leader so that we can get those questions answered. Now, I am just going to jump into the chat box because I can see that there are some messages there. So I'm just going to quickly see if we do have some questions. And we will now, Kiara says the magic bell. It certainly is. We love the magic bell. All right, Renee, you were at the top of the list here. So sorry I missed your question as I was going through. So you've asked, sorry, what did I click to get to that? Oh, to set up the e-wallet. It's okay. We will do a completely separate training on how to set up the e-wallet closer to the end of the month. So don't worry too much about that for now. All righty, what else have we got? Do we get, yes, so you'll always get an email reminder if your payment has declined. So I'm so embarrassed. I pay for my mum's membership and I changed cards and forgot, I uploaded it in my back office, but I forgot to change it in my mum's message going, I just got an email saying that my membership payment has declined. Like, sorry, mum, I'll fix that up for you. All righty. So Renee, I'm giving you full permission to poke around independently. I love it. And Julie says, has our credit card details from the $1 payment? Yes. So whatever payment method you use to pay your $1, that will automatically be the same method that you'll be that your monthly subscription will be changed unless you go in and change your card. Now, you can change your card at any time. You can even put in a backup card. And for those of you who have Bitcoin, you can also pay with Bitcoin, which is pretty cool. So you can, once again, jump in there, have a play. If you have questions around that side, just jump in the customer support chat. So they're usually around. And with all the Aussies that we've just joined up, we're hoping to get 24/7 live support for all of us super, super soon. Okay. Well, now we're going to transition into live Q&A. So if you have any questions, if there's anything that you want to share, actually, before we jumped into live Q&A, I have a request. I'm going to change the game because, you know, that's just how I roll. I would love to hear some celebrations. What can we celebrate? So who's joined their first person? Who's got their fees waived? Who's had a win today? Who would love to share? Because I would love to be able to celebrate you. So who's got some exciting news for us? Come on, Renee. You've got some exciting news. Look at the smile on your face. She's like, no, not me. You guys are all shy tonight. All righty. Let me have a look. Di's popped a question in here. Actually, well, I'm going to celebrate somebody before I read your question, Di. I'm going to celebrate you because poor Di had to fly interstate for a funeral. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, that happens to all of us at some point in time. And Di has been taken out of the recruiting game for our $1 promo. And I really acknowledge you, Di, for, you know, being such an amazing friend. But guess what? While Di was out of action at a funeral, her team was growing, and Di now has a team of over 20 people. So let's just all give Di a massive yay. So proud of you, beautiful lady.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're wonderful to be in the leadership team now.
Yes, you are. So once you hit 20 in your team, so 4 personals, actually it's 4 personals and a team of 10, you get to go into our leadership chat. And you get to join our leadership mastermind and you get to hang out with me. Maybe you don't want to be there, but it's really cool. So it's lots of fun and we get to give you coaching at a higher level. So we need more people in that group. So 4 personals and your team has grown to 10. So you can put in 10 personals yourself or 4 and help your team grow to 10. So really excited for you, Di, and just absolutely loved having you on our leadership call today. So it's exactly where you belong, beautiful lady.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You are welcome. So the second person that I want to celebrate is another beautiful friend of mine, Kath Barker. And Kath is currently in Bali. So Kath works in real estate. Her husband has a building company. They're very successful. And I have been trying to share this with my beautiful friend for 8 years. And she's actually joined 3 times. She's quit twice and kept saying, you know, it was one of those pyramid deals and it's not for me. And one of those mockers of, you know, when you've made your millions, come back and see me. And I know that when Kath moved up here, you know, it's real estate. When you move to a new area, you've basically got to start from scratch all over again. And I just begged her as my friend. I said, look, I know how much you want to travel. I know how much you want passive income. We've got this $1 promo for just 3 weeks. Like, let's just focus for 3 weeks and let's get this done. Now, the challenge with that 3 weeks, Kath's as social as I am. When you live in Ellie Beach, everybody wants to come visit. So Kath had 2 lots of visitors over that 3 weeks, which took her out. And then on the last week, she flew to Bali for a 2-week holiday. Well, guess what? Kat's also joined our leadership team. I think she's now got about 15 people on her team, and her team's continued to grow while she was in Bali. She said, oh my goodness, like my team's done more and I've generated more while I was on holidays than I have in real estate. Like, this is amazing. So also just wanted to give a huge shout out to her as well. So anyone else have any celebrations before I get back into questions? All righty. I just thought I'd break it up with a bit of fun.
I'm going to say something, Margaret.
Yes, thank you.
I got 5 in, which I was happy about.
Yay,
And
Nosy, that is
then
amazing.
last night, I really wasn't sure what was going on because I saw 3 names, but then I couldn't find them on the tree. And it turns out that there's 3 others that had started the process, but for whatever reason hadn't finished it. And all those 3, like, one's in the UK, so time zones she will join, I know that. Another one was flying out to Dubai today, and another one's in Europe. So it's been a bit of a challenge. But
Yeah.
I've, you know, sent them a message saying the $1 promo is still going through. So I'm positive I'll get those 3 over the line.
Amazing.
And it's like, well, hang on. And then the other thing I briefly told you about yesterday was that I had gotten into a group and answered a question that somebody had. And then in the conversation, I just put in that a friend of mine had given me a list of tips of all things to do in Bali. I was going to Bali too, right?
Yes.
And then someone said, oh, can I have that list? Yeah, okay. So I messaged her, and then someone else said, can I have the list? Okay, can I have the list? Can I have the list too? Can I have it too? And I reckon I've bloody pulled about 24 names, 24 messenger contacts off that one little comment that I'd had list. Someone actually got sick of people asking me for it, and they said, Nolan, can you put the list in here? I thought, no way. No way am I doing that. I'm having conversations with people. And I didn't go and say, hey, oh, you're traveling, I'm in a dream trip, you know, join this. It was all about, you know, when are you going to Bali? Have you booked anything yet? You know, I was just there, you know, I stayed here. Where are you staying? How old are your kids? And, you know, one lady, we got on the phone and we spoke for 45 minutes, and she's like, oh, I've got 2 of them have added me on Facebook. So, you know, they will get to know that I do travel. It just, they didn't need to know the first time I spoke to them, or I was in danger of getting kicked out of that group. So I'm just playing it
Perfect how
really
you
coolly, you know,
Amazing.
building the connection. And I've got a list in my book now that I know their names. I know when they're going and when they go, if it's July, September. Hey, how was Bali? And work on it from there.
And one other step that I would do is I would have added all of them as a friend straight away when you started that conversation. Remember from the call this morning, we want to become a professional Facebook friend getter, and then you're drip feeding them through your social media.
I think there was just so many of them that I wasn't expecting that to happen, and I didn't want to go friend request every single one of them, because in groups like that, someone will report you. And that's it, I'm kicked out. So don't worry, they're going to get a friend request from me.
And look, it's better to do it straight away because then they know who you are. So my process with that, and gosh, I've got so many things that I want to share with you guys, but I'm trying to keep it really simple and hold back. But there's a thing that I teach, which is actually a comment strategy on Facebook, which is exactly what you've done. And I actually do it on sponsored posts, but there's a specific way that you have to do it to make sure that we're creating a win-win and we're doing it from a place of love and integrity. But as soon as someone asks you for the information, I always send them a friend request and send them a private message. But in the private message, I actually let them know how I connected with them. And that way, when someone refers back, especially, you know, how we get notifications when it's people's birthdays, and they're thinking, I don't know that person. How did I connect with that person? And then they click on the message and go, oh, they were the one that had that list of stuff to do in Bali. So in your case, I'd be saying, hey, Nolene, so awesome to connect with you on Facebook. I'm so excited to be able to share the list of 100 things to do in Bali. Hey, when would be a good time to connect? Would you like to have a chat or a phone call or, you know, whatever your thing is? And that way it's really easy for them to refer back as well. But honestly, babe, so awesome. Well done. And I also want to give you another shout out because you were the one who suggested that we create a second team chat for just announcements. So you would have noticed that happened today. We now have a second chat in WhatsApp. So it's not an engagement chat. It's just for announcements. So no one's phone's going to be pinging like crazy. But on the flip side, the messenger chat is also really important to be able to ask questions and get excited and celebrate people because that's what it's for. But we also just have to be mindful that there are people who have their phones on at work and they're sleeping at night and that kind of thing, which is why I showed you how you can actually mute the chat. So just real quickly, I'll show you that now. I'm just going to go into our, and I am going to, now we have relaunched, I am going to rename those chats as well. So you can see there, I'm just going to click the top on the name and then it says mute. So I can just mute that. You can mute it for 15 minutes, an hour, until you change it and so forth. So that's a really great tool so that you don't get upset with all of the excitement and energy. Not that anyone should be getting upset with excitement and energy, but I do understand that it can be a bit crazy. Yasmin, are you in our normal chat as well, Dawn? I'm just going to get you the invite link here for the WhatsApp.
Not sure.
Okay. Are you and I connected on Facebook, beautiful?
I don't know. Not sure. Not sure.
All right. Who introduced you to the club, beautiful?
Well, Robert Roytel.
Okay.
Through Jeffrey Ross.
Okay. So Yasmin, your name on Facebook, is that YASMIN and same as?
No, it's Rajiv _ Yasmin. We share an. Yes, that's Rajiv _
Can you
Yasmin.
say that again, Dawn, just slowly for me?
RAJEEV _ Yasmin YASMIN.
I got it.
And I think it's when we were at the beach. I think that's, I've got a blue top on my husband.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's the under the shadow of his wings. I think. I'm not sure.
I've gotcha.
Okay, good. Send me a friend request.
I can usually find you. All righty. So I can see that.
Yeah, that's us. Yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay,
so am I a friend of yours? I don't know.
I'm just added you now, and I'm just.
Oh, good.
Hey.
Good, because I need lots of help. Let me tell you.
That's all right. We all
I'm
do.
very behind with. We had a few things that we've been sort of doing. Yeah.
That's all right, Dolan. So now I've sent you a friend request. Can you accept that friend request for me, if that's okay?
Yeah, I can.
Because then I can add you to the team chat and also our Facebook group. So
let me just go into that.
Let me just open up Facebook in another screen. And it's really important, team, that you connect your new people into the groups to make sure that they know what's happening and they have all the communication that they need. So I'm just going to open up our little Facebook group here, and I'm going to actually give you the link. So this is our team Facebook group. Also, really exciting news. We have a task force putting together a member only Facebook group for our customers. So that will be going live in the next
that's a good
48
idea.
hours. And we're also going to have a separate support chat just for our customers. So there'll be no business talk in that group or in that chat. You don't have to be in that chat if you don't want to, but we needed somewhere for our customers to go. And there's too much business chat going on in the other two. So we'll have that ready for you as another resource in the next 48 hours as well. Okay, beautiful. Are we friends now?
Yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
can, yeah.
So now this is our Dream Trips relaunch group. So if you click there and you go add people, I'm going
Right.
to put, it was at RAJ.
RAJ, yeah.
Now the fact that you're not coming up.
Underscore Yasmin, yeah.
YAS.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the fact that you're not coming up, you're probably already in there. So let me just have a quick look.
Oh, goodness.
Trips relaunch and members. Whoops. See group members. If I actually just say, hey, sorry, what was it? It was REE.
RAJ, double EV.
There you
Sorry,
go.
guys.
You're
You're
in
all
there.
very patient.
But there you go. So you're actually already in that group. And if you
Okay, that's the
from
dream
that
trip.
message, that's our team group. If you scroll up, you can
Yeah,
see
oh,
that's
okay.
the call for tonight. If you keep scrolling up, there's the link to the WhatsApp chat.
Okay, I'll do WhatsApp. Okay, good. All right, I'll have a look. Thank you for that.
Awesome. You are most welcome, lovely. And yeah, just make sure that you're also in that, this other Facebook group as well. Okay, so we had some other questions in the chat. So let me just pop back to those. Sorry, guys. And so Diane says, can you explain the process of a hotel and flights booking and how that is processed? And how does it show in the back office? Do members get confirmation emails? And how do members navigate flight problems? Okay, so let me go to the travel portal first of all. So let me share my screen. That's like 10 questions in one, Di. All right, so I'm just going to go from the back office. I'm going to go back to our travel portal. This is why my poor computer doesn't keep up. It's got 1,000 screens opening. All right. So remember, this is our Dream Trip site. You cannot book anything in here. We've got to click hotels. Make sure we're logged in. All right. We're going to click hotels, and then that is going to take us through to our travel portal. Now, our travel portal is really easy. If you've ever booked a flight online before, you can book a flight through the portal. If you've ever booked a hotel online before, you'll be able to book it through the portal. It's a really, really simple platform to navigate. All right, where did we go? Except it won't log me in. Here we go. Okay, so if you want to book a hotel, so you can see that you've got your loyalty balance. So if you want to book a hotel, I'll just put in a dummy. I think I use the same example every single time. I just look up Sydney. All right, so let's go 17th to the 21st. I think I even use the same dates because that's my dad's birthday. So it's now doing a search. And so it's sorting by best savings. So here we go. So at the moment, now you can see here, the Langham in Sydney is a 26% saving, but Sir Stamford at Circular Quay is a 37% saving. Now, the reason that this one's ranked higher, even though it's only 26, is because I can actually use more loyalty points. So the total available savings on this particular booking is $4.99. The total available savings on this one is $4.91. And if I have a look here, my points balance, I could use up to 1,400. So we've got the ridges here, 25%. So the best competitor online price was 403. You've got your loyalty points, savings, and then this is our Dream Trips price. You're literally going to click on continue. And then like you normally would, you're going to click your room and so forth, and proceed through to the checkout. And yes, you will get a confirmation email. So that was the first part of the question. Let me just go back to the question so I can see what the second part was. So yes, you'll get confirmation emails. I don't know how it's going to show in the back office. So what I do know is if you go back to your DreamTrips site, if you book DreamTrips and you're logged in, you can click here to your dashboard. And if you've actually made bookings through your DreamTrips site, it'll be there. I'm not sure if the other travel bookings are going to be there, Di. So that's something that I'll have to come back to you on. I don't know what the answer to that is.
Yes, it's one of my members, and the question is, just it just use the same credit card as you normally would, but the DreamTrips that you use, the points, are automatically deducted off the points that you have.
Okay, let me clarify. Stop. I've got to do this to all of our old WV peeps. So DreamTrips points don't exist anymore. We only have DreamTrips rewards program. So after you've been on 5 DreamTrips, you get a free cruise. After you've done 10, you get $1,000 that you can put towards them. After you've been on 15, you get 2.5. After you've been on 20, you get whatever the numbers are, 5,000. You can accumulate those, they never expire, but there's no DreamTrips points anymore. That's in the old system. So our loyalty points is in the online travel portal, and those loyalty points are only to be used on hotels, condos, and for the onboard cruise cabin credit. So just want to make that really clear. You can't use the loyalty points on flights. We actually, the leaders were invited to a conversation with Mark Smith. We were actually thinking that we were going to completely remove the flights from the portal altogether. And why? One, there's no margin in flights. Even if you went to a travel agent, like they make $5 on a flight. Like even travel agents don't want to book flights anymore. And personally, with everything that's gone on in the world with COVID, my coaching to you would be book direct with the airline, because if something goes wrong, the airline will take care of you. I'm just being really honest with you guys. I don't even talk to people about flights. I don't want people booking flights through our platform. Like that's just my really honest, transparent feedback.
I used to work in travel for the last 10 years as a travel agent, and that is honestly the best advice. And I was just playing around in the flight portal, and I don't think it links directly into the website. And if you're Australian, it appears to be showing in US dollars and things like that. So I think that for hotels and things like that, our portal is phenomenal. But I agree, using the flights, I'd be inclined to book them direct.
Yeah. And look, guys, when I went to Greece, I did actually get some really good savings on the domestic flights in Greece. So I did book those through the portal. But from here to Athens, I booked direct with the airline. So I just want to be really transparent around that. The flights is, it's there. It's kind of like with Coles. If you're going down the aisle and you need something, it's convenient. You can book it through. It's great. But I'd book direct to the airline.
So Kylie, just in clarity, the then loyalty points that you've used for the hotels and condos, etc., that is actually showing up. Like if you use, just for argument's sake, 100 loyalty points, then that would be automatically deducted from the loyalty points you've got left. Where does that show?
Yep. So let me just share my screen again. So when you are in that travel portal, up the top, you've got your loyalty balances right there. So as you use those points, that'll buy down. And then each month, as you pay a membership fee, or even if you've referred you still earn the credit, that balance will go up on the monthly anniversary of your membership. And every time you make a booking and you book cruises, condos, or hotels, you'll also earn 25% of that booking, which will be added to that balance as well.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Is that? It's pretty exciting. I think it's exciting. And Yasmin, you're welcome. I'm not here to try and hype this up. Like, it's already amazing. And I can tell you, flights, wherever you can get the best deal, that's where you should book your flights. But I really personally, even if it's a little bit more, I would always book direct with the airline, because then if something goes wrong, they're going to fix it. Otherwise, they're going to refer you back to wherever you booked it. And, sometimes, and I know our club is amazing, but, sometimes that can be a real headache.
Yeah, and the thing is that everybody that's booking for the first time in anything wants the confidence, and that what you've just explained gives it to them. And that's why I'm really happy that you shared that. Thank you. You're
welcome, Di. Thanks for asking the question. And you asked a question, Renee, about the cruises. So I'm just clicking on the logo. This one here with the little cruise ship that says all inclusive, that's how you access the cruise portal. So if you click on cruises, search cruises.
So you can't access the cruises, because I clicked through back office, and then I click back office to where it's got the little button to say launch your, what does it say? Click here to access your DreamTrips travel portal. And then I click on that, and then it takes me to a page where it's got DreamTrips, flights, hotels, cars, activities, RV, road trip.
Okay, so that's your DreamTrips site. That's this one?
Yes.
So click hotels.
Yeah.
And then when you click hotels, make sure you're logged in. So it'll log in the top right-hand corner.
So you've got to click hotels to access cruises?
Yeah. So basically it's
okay.
They are fixing it. Basically, and I shared this earlier in the call, we've got 3 websites. We've got our back office, we've got DreamTrips and member benefits. So from here, click travel hotels. That's going to open up the online travel portal. So that's the 3rd site that we have. And that is where you can book your cruises.
I must say, I was a little bit skeptical, and I wanted to go into booking.com and compare. So I did that yesterday and checked on about a dozen hotels in Melbourne and Sydney.
Nolene, you are really slurry, babe. I'm so sorry. You sound like you're really drunk.
I wrote down all the prices, and I didn't find one that wasn't.
Nolene, I'm so sorry, darling. I don't know if you can hear me, but we couldn't hear any of that. It was all really laggy, blurred. You sound like you're...
Is it better now I've got my camera off?
Yes, that's much better.
Okay, must be poor internet. What I said was I was a little bit skeptical, and I wanted to test it out for myself that the prices really were better. So I looked at about a dozen hotels in Melbourne and Sydney, and then went to booking.com and said what they did, and every single one was cheaper significantly. And I've been in something else 3 years ago where the deals just didn't really come for Australia, and these deals were better, and they were hotels that I'd stayed at before. So it's like, oh, okay, it works.
Yay, that's so great to hear. Nolsey, do you know that they're running a testimonial competition at the moment? There is information on that inside of our Facebook group. Can I really encourage you to send that in, but also share it as a post or send it through to me, preferably pop it as a post here in our relaunch group. So just share it with an image. Now, in our featured post here at the top, if you did miss that live announcement with Mark Smith yesterday, we've posted that there. I do highly recommend you watch that. But this one here, if you love DreamTrips, you've found some great savings, share your testimonial and you go in the draw to earn loyalty points, and they're drawing someone out every single week. If you do a video testimonial for 30 seconds, you can go in the draw to win 200 points. If you share a written testimonial and a picture of you, you'll earn 100 points. So I really encourage you. That's such a great story to share that with a photo. Yes, you'll go in the draw to win some points.
We're doing a video. What are we allowed to say, or what are we not allowed to say? Like, am I allowed to say, I'll just say $50 on...
Exactly what you just shared is totally fine.
I'm not allowed to say that I compared it to booking.com. Are we allowed to
say that? We say that in our presentations. We say we compared it to Expedia. That's totally fine.
Sometimes a presentation is a bit different than something that goes out there in social media. So I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah. No, go for it. And remember, it's going through to us and it's going through to corporate. So And that email that you need to send that to, which is again in that post, is letsgo@dreamtrips.com. So yeah, really encourage you to send that through because you may win some extra loyalty points, which is a bit exciting.
I've got
All
a question about the, the special $1,500 membership that you've got that includes the
Automation pack.
yes, and that had the discovery trip in it, right?
Yep.
Could we upgrade to that? And if we upgraded to that, would that mean that that would qualify us, or we could use that for the Fraser Island trip or not?
Absolutely 100%. Yes. So for those of you who are wondering what on earth this is, our leadership team, we only literally launched this yesterday. Sorry, I'm just opening up a quick presentation to be able to share the right screen with you. Because some of you will be going, what? What are you talking about? So let me share this screen. Oh my goodness, you guys are making me earn my money today. I think we've shared about 50 screens so far. I absolutely love it. I just actually play from current slide. That's what I want. Slideshow, play from current slide. Okay, so this is the Discover pack you're talking about. So when you do a Discover pack, you've got 750 loyalty points. Obviously, you've already got your membership and IBO because you've come in on $1 anyway. And that includes your Discover trip. So yes, you can absolutely use that for Fraser Island. And if you guys have logged in, the pricing of that is around $1,000 anyway. So for the extra $500, you're getting 750 loyalty points, and you're having myself and Jeff Ross build you out a social media automation system. So with that, that includes your Facebook ads, your lead generation system, and your online pipeline. We've basically created this for ourselves, and we had to turn our ads off. They're working so well. We generated, I think it was 87 brand new leads in 48 hours. And we've now got that going through to a chat box. A chat bot, sorry, not a chat box. It's really important. We don't share anything until we've tested and measured it ourselves. So just want to let you know that, yes, we are very excited about that. The ads are definitely working and converting, and that is definitely an option. But what I would say is just come and send me a private message if that's something that you'd like some more information about. We'll jump on a call and then we can make sure it's a good fit and yeah, help you out. Now, I think I missed a question, so let me just scroll back up. So Yasmin, the WhatsApp group name, you'll need the link to join it, but it's just called Dream Team, and it's got a little like speaker announcement and a world on it. Now, I know that there was another question that I missed. Renee, when are the new DreamTrips locations announced? I need more notice. Oh my goodness. There are so many trips coming. It is ridiculous. So I can tell you, I can't tell you the location, but Mark alluded to this in his big announcement. So as you know, we've got a DreamTrips Rewards program. It's the journey from 1 to 100 trips. And after 100 trips, you get the $50,000 trip of a lifetime, right? So they've decided, they've run this massive PR campaign, and they're going to take the company on 100 trips, on a trip of a lifetime. And so trip 1, and there's only ever going to be one trip 1, is going to be in August. I can tell you it's going to be on the other side of the planet, which, you know, isn't great. Well, it is great for us Aussies, because my favorite trip that I've ever done in the history of being part of DreamTrips was to Mexico. It was so cool. There are a couple of different locations. So I don't actually even know which one he's chosen, but I know that he had it down to 2 and we all voted. Yeah, it's very exciting. But the first trip, trip 1, will be in August. So I can't tell you where it is yet because we don't have the details. We also have a trip 2, and that I will tell you is going to be New Year's Eve in Sydney. That is going to be absolutely epic. We'll have a bridge climb. They're putting that trip together as we speak. So just be ready for that one. As for other trips, there are a bunch that we have currently being put together in Australia. There's one to Tassie. There's one up here to the Whitsundays. We've got, oh my goodness, it's like literally witching hour in my house. I've got 3 cavoodles, but we're dog sitting a 4th one. So there's 4 cavoodles running around my house like it's a racetrack. It's ridiculous. So sorry about the background noise. They are hilarious though. They're very entertaining. Dear, oh dear. Yes, Mexico was definitely off the charts, and yes, New Year's Eve is going to be amazing. So the other one that we have in planning is a trip that I'll be leading, because this has been on my bucket list forever. And guys, here's another incentive for you guys to go build a freaking massive team. When you build a massive team, they let you put together dream trips, so which is pretty cool. So we have a trip that will be middle of next year, so about a year away. I think it's going to be July because there's a certain season that we have to do it. And that will be swimming with the whale sharks in, I think it's Ningaloo in WA. So I'm, as you can tell by the smile on my face, just a little bit excited about that one. And there's a few more that we've got planning as well. So Renee, as we get more members coming through, there will just be more and more trips. Like there's more trips being added every single week. So yeah. Okay. One moment, I'm just going to scream at my... Oops, mum's spoken. Yeah, I know, Di. Oh my gosh, I can't wait as well. I'm so excited. I've wanted to do that for a lifetime. I got to swim with dolphins for the first time in Mexico on a dream trip, and I can't wait to swim with whale sharks. Now, sorry, I'm just... Oh, yes, you've come to say hello. Come here, come and say hello to everyone. This is Blaze, my little blaze of glory. Look at her. She's all puffy. You've been running around, haven't you? Okay. Now, there was another question that I missed, and I keep coming back to it, and then I lose it again. Oh, Julie. Okay. Do we get paid directly into our bank account, or is an e-wallet referring to a crypto wallet? Okay, that's a great question. So with mine, I've got mine set up. So the app, so it's a link to e-wallet. And then, where's my little finance app? My app that I need is called Now. Actually, let me just share my screen. That might be easier. Then you can actually see it. Share. Okay, so this bottom one here, Now Wallet, if you download that app, and obviously I won't go in there because that would be against compliance to show you my back end of my e-wallet, my payment wallet. But Now Wallet, if you download that app, and then basically as soon as the payment gets made from DreamTrips, you can then choose where it goes. So for me, I just get it paid directly into my bank account. I've got it set up on an auto transfer for anything over $100. So that's how I've got mine set up. But again, as we get closer to the end of the month, we'll be doing trainings for everybody on how to set up their e-wallet and get all that sorted. One thing I will say in anticipation for that for everyone though, your name of your membership needs to match the name on your legal documents. So when you do set up your e-wallet, you need to upload your ID, your government ID. So in Australia, we just upload our driver's license. And we also need to upload a copy of the bank statement that actually shows the BSB and account number for verification purposes. So I'm just giving you all a heads up on that if you've joined, and I'm just trying to find someone as an example, so Diane. So I don't call Diane, I usually call Diane Di, but if Di joined up as Di Caldwell and her actual legal name is Diane Caldwell, then they wouldn't actually open up her e-wallet. So that's the first pre-homework that I would suggest for all of you, is just go in, if you've got a maiden name or a married name or whatever, it all has to match for compliance. Otherwise, they're not going to set up an e-wallet. So just make sure that your membership is in your correct legal name if you, and we had this happen with Christopher Cummins. That was my bad. I joined him up as Chris Cummins, but of course all his documents were in Christopher Cummins. So then we had to contact support. We had to send through his driver's license to get his name updated in DreamTrips. And then we were able to upload and connect his e-wallet. So when you upload your e-wallet, you will need to upload your legal ID, which is your driver's license, front and back. And you'll also have to upload your bank statement. So just giving you all a heads up. I just, downloaded it. It was all online. It was really super simple to do. Usually takes 48 hours to get that process set up. And then as soon as you get that first payment come through, then you can set up, how you want it transferred and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I think we've made it through all the questions. I think I deserve a glass of wine tonight. So would love to hear from you. What has been the most valuable thing that you've gotten from tonight? How are you feeling? Are you excited? And we'll wrap up the call in just a second.
I'd love to share my excitement.
Yes, go, Di. I'd love you to share.
Look, everything else I've ever been in, well, I have heard and actually been and understood a bit of the matrix, but what you explained tonight on a monthly basis, the potential of just keeping your membership alive and doing what you shared is off the chart. 750 Australian dollars a month. I mean, really? Like, that's just the matrix. It's just like, if that's all you ever did, that's enough to travel and have the dream life that you want. Like, it's all about living now, isn't it? And the memories you make. And the other thing, Kylie, that drives me is that we've been in a lot of things together, but at no matter whatever level anyone is, even if it's a standard membership, I know in my heart, deep in my heart, that they're going to get the value because they're going to get the memories. They're going to actually get value from, if they're not making money, they're making memories. And that's what the value of this program is.
And Di, it goes even for, I've got goosebumps. You're going to make me cry. Oh my goodness. I love that we can help so many people with this. And Di, someone like yourself who's a recruiter, you know that you can recruit a shit ton of people into this, right? Like, it's a no-brainer. And, I was the #1 recruiter in all of pre-launch, and we were selling 1,500 memberships. So like at $1, like, you're kidding me? Like, we can smash this. And that's why I joined my mum and my stepmom. And I put them at the top of my inside leg, not on the team leg. I put them on the top of my inside leg. Remember, no one else is going to build your inside leg except for you. So I put my mum and my stepmom as motivation for me to totally build that leg as big as I freaking can. But I've personally paid for my mum because I know I'm going to put the people in. And, my mum has helped me out so much. I wouldn't have been able to buy this free house without her support. And, for me to be able to put 4 people in, and obviously she's got way more than that in now, but to unlock those layers so that she can have passive income and she can have a free membership, like, oh my gosh, like, that just makes me feel so great that I can actually contribute and give back to her. Oh my gosh.
And you can go on holidays with her.
Absolutely. And, not just that, like, I look at, I'm not going to mention names, but there are certain people within our team who've tried a lot of things and they've failed at everything before. Now, Di, I haven't even shared this with you yet in leadership calls because you just came into the leadership group today, but I'll give you guys a little heads up. We teach a thing called layered leadership. I don't need any more personals. I've unlocked the entire comp plan. Actually, Julie, I think you're one of the peeps I did kind of layered leadership with. So I think, Julie, I can't remember if you're sponsored under my mum or my stepmom. Now, obviously, I'm going to personally support Julie, but on a $1 membership, there's no direct commission. It actually makes zero financial difference to me whether Julie was sponsored personally by me or if I put her under my mum. Because it's the matrix, I'm still going to earn the same layer. Now, remember, you do have 10 levels deep. So I am cutting off one layer at the bottom of my matrix, but it means that I get paid and my mum gets paid, or I get paid and my stepmom gets paid. And that makes me feel really good. But then you've got other people in the team who you think, you know what? I don't even know if they're going to get their people, but I can help them get their people. And we teach layered leadership, where my goal is to make sure that all of our team are supported, and we share personals. You know, Jeff shared that publicly on some of our team calls, that he's put personals under his peeps. Now, don't come back to us as a victim and say it's all about me and I need help and I want my four, and, you know, we're not going to do it for you. But, you know, if you're showing up and you're contributing to the team and you're volunteering your time and you're on the calls and, you know, you're helping out and all the rest of it, well, guess what? We work as a team and we're all going to support each other. And I love that with the people that you love and care about, who probably would never be able to build this business on their own, then it's something that we can do to be able to give back and help other people. And, you know, that makes my heart feel really happy.
So beautiful. Thank you.
How was that for a nice feel-good story to finish off? Oh, awesome. Well, look, thank you so much, everyone, for jumping on. Just absolutely love hanging out with you guys. Just feel so truly honored and blessed. And so have a great night. Tomorrow morning, we've got 2 more calls. One call in the morning, 1 call at night. Let me just quickly open up my calendar to show you. Okay, so tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., we'll have another Team Connect call like this. We're alternating the days and times because we've got a global team now. So each day, Monday to Thursday, we do a 10 a.m. call Queensland time and a 6 p.m. call Queensland time. So, so tonight was training. So tomorrow morning is training. Tomorrow night's a presentation. So tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, invite, get your peeps online for a presentation and a live Q&A afterwards. But tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., we'll have the Team Connect call. And again, that will be promoted through the Facebook group. And again, if you join our team calendar, and I'm just going to pop that link in here for you. Where are we? Oops, I don't want to export the calendar. I want my link. Oh, there it is. Get shareable link. Copy. I'll just pop it in the chat for you guys. There we go. So if you click that link, you can literally add that Google Calendar to your calendar. So that way you'll get notifications and you can see all the events that are happening as well. All righty. I'm going to have my cup of tea that's probably gone cold now, maybe a glass of wine, and I'll see you all online tomorrow. See you guys. Bye.